So we're at episode 16, Quick and Sonichu and Time Hogs and Sonichu's running backwards. This is actually working. And there's Bender in the background. You know how when you see certain things that they had these cutaways, or they add these characters into the comic for effect, and Chris seems to not understand how that actually works. Chris just thinks throwing in a random reference or two is enough to have the comedy, and directly ripping it off is counterproductive. It's self-defeating to the actual joke. So the plan is we get there 5 minutes earlier. I hope you guys are listening to this, because it's not going to make any sense, like, at all. We wait in the sphere to stay undetected. And just after the crystal hits younger Chris, I dash out and grab it and return within the sphere. Not totally creative, but okay. So basically you're basing this off of random chance. You have no absolute way of this working. You have no absolute grounding that this plan will work. But you're still saying, it's not creative, but it's alright. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Whatever. Alright, cool. I've often pondered, I'm not gonna dignify any of this, because it doesn't make any sense. It's just basically Chris trying to justify his meaningless time travel story. The meaningless time travel story that I've already went over, that you need to establish concrete rules to where things can work. And this is just blatantly ripping off other things. And what Sonichu says on the bottom, this whole random gibberish, it makes sense to whatever Chris is doing, because, again, what Sonichu said above, not totally creative, but okay, pretty much sums up this entire comic. I get it, Dad. Like in the Futurama Roswell, New Mexico episode. It turned out Fry was his own grandfather, freaky and messed up. Or in the Bender's Big Score movie, with Fry trying to live his missed Y2K life. He still had to end up back in Y3K anyway. Good matching storyline. The complete outright gibberish that makes no sense. So I'm guessing that Chris is trying to base this off of other time travel stories. But when you fucking do that, when you try to do that, you understand that the fact that you're trying to base this off another story's own time travel is completely messed up, because you need to understand how that time travel works, and how that time travel works may not be in tune with your own, gesture of what time travel actually is. Yes, I agree. Although Megan Marie Griffin strikes me more fondly television-wise, why would you randomly just mention that? There's no absolute building up to that point of you fawning over Meg from Family Guy. But this is just more fawning over Family Guy in general, isn't it? Why doesn't Magic-chan offer his input in the conversation? Cat got his tongue? Maybe he doesn't want to talk to you guys because you're not on his level of intelligence. That may be something, I mean, he can read your mind, and he probably doesn't like what he's reading. And as we see in the time sphere, it's outright calamity. Chris and the gang are just going back through random points at a time. Thank you for understanding this, Chris. He's concentrating on the strength of the sphere, and it takes a lot of mental power to keep it sound to time travel. Or he just doesn't feel like talking to you dumbasses. Whatever you want to think. And we just get random shots of them going through time and stop. We've arrived. I guess that's how Chris thinks things go, You can just stop going through time like a car. Manchester High School, Gym, November 13th, 1996. At approximately 2:26 p.m. I really don't like how over-precise this is, because, again, you run the gamut of screwing up your own continuity. Chris is age 26, 5'10", wore glasses since Groundhog Day, 1998. I'm sorry, that was something that, you needed to bring up haphazardly. We see the other Chris, Age 14. Why are you just randomly sighing? 410. Another day, another of managing the varsity basketball team in my freshman year. Chris grossly overstating his position in the basketball team, which was water boy. Naive about dating during young adult years. Absolutely no change from what you are now. Hey Joe, what do you know? Oh, hey Chris. Well, I've already filled the water bottles for the team, so I'm just chilling till practice is over. Yeah, basically, you guys are doing nothing. So, you've already established that another day of me managing. You don't manage shit. You're not managing anything, dude. Absolutely nothing. You and him both are the most uncool people on the team, basically. Joe Hard, age then 16, fellow varsity manager, graduated class of 1998. Not that popular, but a cool dude. Fuck you too then, Chris. How do you have a stand on who's popular and who's not? Looked up to as my half-brother, Joe Cool, Smithy. You look sad, buddy. What's up? Well, I went on the first date with my gal, Lindsay, last night. We had dinner but it turned wrong with spilled soup and tossed salad. I'm just gonna gloss over that. I really am. It was a mess. She blamed me for it. I later asked her for a second date, and she yelled at me to get lost and slammed the door in my face. I took a cold shower later and cried the night away. Life sucks. Yikes. Well, there's a lot of cute girls here. Like Laurie B. I don't know these people. She's gotta be mine. But I'll chill with you, man. We stick together like the Three Musketeers. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Only there's fucking two of you, asshole. IJKLMLN Todd. I'll get that water for you. Oh no, I can't read any of this shit, dude. It's not written correctly. Okay, go on to the next page. Maybe it's a little more stable here. I just can't stand reading shit like that. I just want to avoid pages like that. Because I just get confused and I can't read it because I'm trying to look all over the page and it's too much of a sensory overload. Like, you just can't read something like that. Yep, when I read Goosebumps or Fear Street book back in the day, I'd fill each character role with ones from the wide world of Sonic the Hedgehog. Why? Well, I guess that's shades to come, right? Chris basically getting his own fan fiction and stealing other stories to make his own fan fictions. Yeah, totally sounds like, what will later to come. You guys, look, the crystal is appearing. Sometimes I would put myself in lead role. Again, shades to come. But before I was able to, I had to train my brain to visually remember what I looked like from the mirror. And we see the Crystal Sonichu ball, like, materializing. And it does some things, and Mighty Armadillo's there because it's Chris's mindset, and this is how he literally saw all this, apparently. And it knocks Chris over the head. And here comes Bionic. He's thinking, this is shit that should not be, able to happen. This is actually happening in the story. This is the actual canon to the story. Sonic 2's canon's so fucked up. It rivals stories like My Immortal or the actual Sonic the Hedgehog canon. And no, I can't even say that. The actual Sonic the Hedgehog canon is way more stable than this. And Chris is imagining of Bionic the Hedgehog, and here, man, take this. Don't stop me. I'm on a rollout. And Chris does some things, and I'm gonna dub you Bionic the Hedgehog, and I'll dub you as Sonic's long lost brother. I had the story in my head. That is not an original backstory. That's fanfiction 101. I'm gonna go to my locker, get some paper, a pen, and my markers, and draw this new hedgehog into existence, because I think cartoons are fucking real. And Bionic is warping into Chris's existence, and I guess that's Beavis and Butthead are about to be here for no fucking reason. Now, who threw this basketball? Oh, sorry, little buddy. Sorry, little dude. That was me. My bad. And Bionic's actually fucking real. And here's a joke from Beavis and Butthead. Again, like I said, these jokes, don't apologize to Mike Judge, because I really hope you mean it. I really do hope you mean apologies to Mike Judge when you rip off one of his jokes, put him in your little shitty comic. I really hope that. And we see back in the time void, I'm gonna fall again. I'm keeping both feet on the psychic ground. Little did I know that God had a plan. Okay, shut up. No, I'm not reading that. God had a twist of fate and shit happened, and Chris fucking fell out. Whoa. He falls out into the time void. Oh no. Oh no. In front of Quickville Shopping Mall. They're gonna waste our time, basically. Yep, it was 5 p.m. when we left. Now it's 7 p.m. Well, we have returned to our present. Granted that we may have shot a little bit. No idea. My date with Rose, who the fuck cares? Chris just fell out of the time void. The date with Read Sonichu isn't until 8. Then later at 10, tonight, shut the fuck up. Aw, and wait a minute, I read that wrong. Ah yes, the bonus round of Honest True Love and Romance. You and Rosie have well earned it, for sure. While it's just Chris further shilling his meaningless relationships with his fictional character because he's too scared of them not being in love. And, you know, I just want to bring up this little line right here. And I'm ignorant to the matter, with too much gray matter. Yeah, keep telling yourself that, Magic-chan, aka Chris. You're too smart. Alright, keep telling your fucking self that. Speaking of odd man out, where in a bottle of Pepsi is Christian, you're just now realizing it. There was 3 of you in a psychic barrier, yet you're only realizing when one of you fell out. It's not picking up in my presence nearby. Wait, we lost him.
Well, no shit.
Shouldn't we stop? The crystal powers made him able to pass through my sphere. The crystals activated like rockets upon the friction from the stop, and he propelled into the void of time. There's nothing we can do right now. All we can do is wait for a time warp to pin, and if I sense his presence at that moment, there's a chance I can get him back and retrieve him. The time warp may open at any random time in the future. Okay, sure. Oh my god, they both say it. Is he gonna be alright? More pointless exposition bullshit that doesn't make any sense, because it's amazing how between these 3 panels, the tone absolutely fluctuates. It's all over the place. Well, Magic-chan, he told me that he will survive, but depending on events from between now and when we rescue him from the time void, he will either feel richer or poorer in emotions. Cursor will feel better or worse, depending on if he's rescued. Thanks for wasting an entire sentence explaining that. In the meantime, we're going to receive cumulative memories of the passing moment. He's not dead yet, asswipe. So in a way, he has looked down on us, like our Lord and God are able to, but the vision may be blurry. Did you just compare yourself to God? And I'm just gonna skip over all this. Like, it's just a meaningless date between two characters you don't care about. It's absolutely meaningless what these two characters are doing, and I'm tired of seeing it. And it's gonna get worse as the comic goes on. It completely destroys any tone Chris is trying to have because he feels the need to shield his characters' relationships in our fucking face. I want to know what legitimate Sonichu fan, if there any, can deal with this kind of shit. If there was, how could you have dealt with this? And I just want, again, I want to read this. Rosa Juice. That's sad because of reasons. Oh, thank you. You truly are my sweet bolt. Hold me. And we get a pointless upskirt of Rosachu. It makes no sense. It doesn't need to be here. And it's become increasingly distressing how Chris is really focusing on fan service of his own characters. That's gonna get worse in the future. That's what it comes back to with Sonichu. It's a scale. It's a scale that increasingly gets worse and worse as it goes on. It starts off as an innocent little dorky fanfiction and just evolves into this vapid overlord of a blob monster that just can't be stopped until it stops itself, basically. Oh yeah, let's go back to our place and do our thing, said Sonichu. Rosachu, actually. Oh, I love you, Rosachu, and your seductive ways. You are the woman. We gotta stop by Malwart, which Chris is banned at, by the way. On the way to the rain, and for a raincoat, the weather's just right. That's your dumb little euphemism for a condom. Please don't let that be a dumb little euphemism for a condom. So at the PVCC, we see Mary Lee Walsh gathering with the other guys and other villains who basically here just to cockblock Chris because fuck Chris and his ways. Invited at the council table, Scootapalooza, a villain from Excel Saga. Why is he here? No fucking idea. He banned all virgins from his region. He's just thrown in here because Chris just loves Excel Saga. And I gotta flip the fucking page again. We see the seats. There's one empty ass seat. And we get to the other one. Kinura Meneth, Cat Chef. Episode 13. Be Manager, sub-episode 4. Married Senior Comic from the same episode, sub-episode 4. Real Knack, Natsu Nate Sir. Real Knack, Hatat, Sonic Shoot, episode 3. Nagget, Jerk Off Daitenzen, sub-episode 7. Jerky, Jerk Off. Leader, sub-episode 1. And we have 2 from sub-episode 7. Turdy Jerk, Mana Jerk of Guitar. And Trebor, Catman, Accomplice. Walter Grisby, also known as West Isley, Sonic Q, episode 7. Dr. Iro Robotnik, remember him? Episode 4. Giovanni, remember him? Episode 4 also. And we get a new villain here. Ooh, Catalane, Jason's accomplice, who looks distressingly over-sexualized because of reasons. And Jason, the new villain. You will see him later. My fellow villain brethren. Hello there, Mary Lee Walsh. You're looking oddly big. Like, really big. I thought this is what fan art was for, but I guess not. I guess not. The time has risen for our divine retribution against Christian Weston Chandler. Tired of reading this. I am. Yes, the autistic virgin has fallen into another dimension. How the hell do you guys know this? Like, wow, that just happened. How did they know this? We can seize the moment after extensive plotting. How? If you already know it, then never mind. I don't get this. And take down which he has protected. Alright, and in the time void, Chris does some shit, and he absorbs the chaotic crystal into himself somehow. And we get probably the best moment in Sonichu, the one time where Chris's text walls actually make sense to the actual continuity of the story.